Hey everybody, this is Denise Reed, and I am here to help you shift your crazy world and bring a little bit of sanity, especially with the debates coming tonight. I love being an anti-create controversy person. Bring some sanity into your life and a little bit of joy. And I hope you experience that as a result of being part of my podcast, Just a Point of View. It has been a total joy for me to create the beginnings of the 52 Lists of Happiness by Moorea Seal. And I hope that I've given you some fodder to think about and how you can create your own happiness. Now, I will declare today that I have not experienced the greatest happiness in the world, and I've had to really think and concentrate on what it is to be happy, how to remain happy, and there is some divine timing in what list comes up when. Just saying. So here is this fabulous journal that I'm sharing with you. It's the 52 List for Happiness by Moorea Seal. It's really a beautiful book, and the link is in the show notes here for the video. So if you want to click through and purchase one of your own, feel free to do so. And if you don't, you want to go down on the cheap, break out your pieces of paper, get your doodly pens, break out your creativity, and create your own 52 list journal. So you can keep adding to your 52 lists and focus on what it is that makes you happy and brings you joy today. We are going to cover list 13. I had to slow my roll for this list. So here's the list. And the list is, what in your life do you actually control? And I had to read that 2 or 3 times to go, all right, what in my life do I actually control? And how many people influence my life? And how do I want to allow their negativity, their I'll just say negativity and just leave it at that. If they're in panic mode and they're in struggle mode and they've made all these life choices to be in panic mode and to be in struggle mode, and no one consulted me before they made all these decisions, I am not going to be responsible for your struggle, for your chaos, for whatever crazy you've brought into your world, because I didn't bring it there, and you can't blame me for it because you never asked me, hey Denise, what do you think about this? Is it a good decision? Should I move forward? What's your perspective on this issue? And just think about that for a second. Is someone in your life trying to put all that crazy off on you? They didn't ask you for your opinion. They didn't say, hey, could you give me a different perspective? They didn't say, well, what do you think about this? And consider an outsider's opinion about what was going on. So anyway, I've had to really do a deep dive and dig down to what in my life do I actually control, and recognize that dividing line in my world between my responsibility and their responsibility. And you cannot accept responsibility for something that you weren't consulted for, you didn't make a decision on, and no one asked for your opinion. You can't accept that. Just saying. And you have to realize where that dividing line is. And here is a life principle that I have shared in a workshop where mindset is everything. That if you can put your hand out, and when you put your hand out, recognize that anything out here you have no control over. Just saying, you got no control over what's beyond your hand. And sometimes it's what is beyond your own body. You can't accept that because it ain't you in really bad English. But you know what? When you take your hand and you turn that palm back to your face and you look it squarely on the surface and you go, okay, everything from the palm of my hand to the tip of my nose and in this little round ball right here, my head, that I can totally accept responsibility for. Those are my decisions, those are my actions, and it's what I move forward to do. That I accept responsibility for. That I totally say, okay, I screwed up. That I'm not perfect, I'm only human. And I realized that from my palm back to my face to the back of my head and my big fat rear, just being real, I can accept responsibility for that, for these decisions in this human body. And I will accept any repercussions for what I've said, what I've done, and how I've acted. Just saying. I've just grown up that way, and anything out there you didn't ask my opinion about, you didn't have me contribute to, that's on you. That's on you. So this list 13 came at a perfect time. What in your life do you actually control? Well, I decided that I was going to really think about this, and I'm sure I could add more, but this is what I currently have on my list 13. And think about, how can you shift things if you're not happy with the results? If you're not getting what you want, how can you shift it? It is possible. It is possible. Thoughts are things, and you have to think it first before it comes reality. You have to build that network of connections. You have to live in the integrity of what you say from your mouth. You follow through with your actions. It just works that way. Life is about that. My whole business has been at the concierge office suites. It's been about the follow through, the follow up, the anticipation of seeing an action over and over again and going, hey, you know what? I could make that happen before anybody ever asks for it. And you know what? I did on a few things around here at the concierge office suites. And my full intention is to spoil my clients rotten. I don't want them to have to think about any of my services. I don't want them to have to think about light bulbs. I don't want them to have to think about housekeeping issues or whether there's water service here, or is the coffee made, or are my phones going to be answered, or hey, is the trash going to be taken out today? It just should happen. And if you take that a step further, look at what you can automatically do to shift things in a positive direction in your own life. So here's some things that I added to my list 13. Things that I'm in control of. And there is, regretfully, I'm not an exact quote, but I do believe there is an Oriental culture, and I'm not going to say who it is because regretfully I do not remember. But the gist of it is, if you are angry, it's because you are not in control of yourself. And that is a sign of weakness, and you will make a bad decision. Hands down, I see it over and over and over again. So I have, whenever I've been really angry, take a mental step back and just breathe. Take a deep breath in and let it out. If you can do that and just take a moment before the words spew out of your mouth, before someone experiences your rage, and put yourself in check and realize you're in control of how you respond to whatever made you angry, you could shift everything. And I hope that you do. So here's some things in my list that I recognize for myself that I'm in control of. I can be grateful for even the smallest kindness given to me. Now think about that. Somebody opening the door, somebody picking up the trash, somebody in my house picking up their toys and putting them where they're supposed to be. I have grandchildren in my house right now, and that is the common conversation. Pick up your toys. I don't know about you, but I don't want to step on some crazy toy in the middle of the night, or when I'm trying to go to the kitchen and I have an armload of whatever and find out that there's a toy car in my way. I don't want to step on that. I can seek a positive outcome, even if it's a negative situation and someone is angry. I can just be silent and let them go off on their tangent. I can hang up the phone if I don't want to hear the noise about why you're so upset because it wasn't something that I did that made you upset. It's something that someone else has done that you're trying to project on me. Not accepting that anymore. I want you to know that I can be generous with my resource of time. Not that I have a lot of it, because I don't. But I can pick and choose who I want to spend time with and what is that experience like. I can choose to be content, but not complacent. Just saying, sometimes you just have to be grateful for this moment and just be grateful and go, okay, I'm content, but I'm not going to settle for things always being this way because maybe I could improve it. Maybe it could be better by XYZ, whatever that is. I also decided that I'm doing the very best that I can in every situation. May not be perfect, may not be what you want, but I promise you, I am doing the very best that I can. I got a lot of plates that I'm spinning around. And whether you recognize it or not, I am trying to serve you, my family member, my client, my staff, the very best that I can. And I have good intentions as I serve you. I truly, truly, truly do have good intentions. And I want to find a win-win situation at every possible chance that I can. And I don't know that every business owner has that mindset to have a win-win all the way around. I don't know about you, but I don't want to do business with someone that always thinks it's about them, because no one will benefit from that. And my last but not least on my current list of things that I'm in control of, I can choose to say no with love and not anger. My no doesn't mean that I hate you. My no doesn't mean that I'm being selfish. My no means I've reached my limit in whatever you've asked for, and I'm doing the very best that I can. I hope that my list of things for list 13, what in your life you can actually control, sheds a little light on the possibilities of your life, and that you go out and explore what you actually control. It's not a political association. You don't control the sun coming up or going down or the moon coming out at night. You're not God with a big G, just saying. But you are in control in how you want to live your life and what that life experience is. And I hope that these few minutes of exploring just list 13 of our 52 lists for happiness in this awesome journal helps you bring back some sanity in your world, and that your day is better as a result of it. And know that I am cheering for you, that I truly want the best for you, and I want you to go out and make it the most fabulous day possible, just for you and those people around you that you can affect beyond the palm of your hand. And may that radiate from you today, and you have an awesome day. Hey, thanks for listening in on Just a Point of View, and I can't wait to see you again. Have a great day.